Revelation 16:1.
And
now, he's getting ready to tell you the story all over again. He told you the story of the 7 churches. It was the story that I told you in the beginning. Jesus built the church, the devil didn't like it, fought the church was victorious. He told you that story in the 7 seals. He told you that story in the 7 trumpets. He told you, now he's telling you in the vials. 2 things you need to know about blood. Blood is the life of a person. The Bible said in Leviticus 17:10, the life is in the blood. So the blood of the saints was the actual life of the saints. The spirits went up here, but the life went in this woman's cup, and she drank the blood. And as this blood is being filled up, God's wrath is being filled up already proportionate. If you notice, the wrath of God is poured out without mixture, and it's about the same in every generation. His wrath, God is no angrier about sin today than he was about sin in the morning time. The sentiment of God is always against sin. He comes down on judgment against sin. He doesn't feel good about it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't have good feelings towards it. He's not tolerant with it, but he pours out the same amount of vials, mixture, in each generation. All right, come on, sister, read it, please.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels,
yes,
go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of God,
yes,
upon the earth.
Yes.
And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth.
Poured it on the earth.
And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast.
Remember, I told you these vials are for the people who went through this and got messed up. Not for the church that is here. Not for the church caught up to God, but the church that gave in to paganism with all its superstition and relic. The church that said, instead of celebrating the Lady Easter, we're going to have an Easter celebration for the resurrection of Jesus. Instead of celebrating the Queen of Heaven, we're going to change the Queen of Heaven to be Mary. Instead of celebrating the Festival Lady, we're going to make the Festival Lady to be our First Lady. And on December 25th, the baby was born. Just like December 25th, the other baby was born. There's a lot of things that's been introduced in the holiness that's going to be poured out against when the vials go out. Now, the silence that you see is the sore upon men. Men that had the beats. Remember the sores, the emerods that they had because they mixed that idol? This was a period of mixing idols with the truth of God. And in that period, there was a sore upon men. Same as the story I just read. Do you see the connection? Do you see that they allowed the true God to be set in the house of an idol God, and everybody had swords? That's what this is referring to.